days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow, but my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you, right at you. You give me something to believe in, just what I needed. You're the closest.
He's not changing, even if he wanted to. Even if he, like, every day gets up and he can't stand himself. Some of y'all are that. Some of y'all get up every day, you can't stand yourself. You want to be different. It's so hard. It's so hard because habits is what you do every day. That's character. What you do every day is character. I was just telling Laree, doing radio, as long as I've done it, not as long as Joe Madison, not, you know, but live radio is exposing. 2 hours, 3 hours is exposing. You cannot show up every day and be somebody different. This is who you are, right? And the way, and if you want to change that work is hard. It's hard work. I can't imagine this man, and I know he can't stand himself. His wife don't like him. His children, some of them, you know, they just, you want to talk, he tried to bring up Hunter Biden last night too. I was like, sir, we see Don Jr. every day. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? What's Tiffany's name? What does IVF stand for? That would have been a whole, anyway, let me give her a grade. And let me just say this. I'm going to get to every caller, and I appreciate, Willie, you calling as well. I was watching, I saw her come out, that opening, boom, with the handshake. I said, okay, soul snatch. That was a boss move I did not expect. I knew that there would be a handshake, but I thought they would meet somewhere in the middle. She walked into his space. I said, ooh, territory, checkmate. So I knew from then he was going to lose. Wins and losses matter not really. But then her opening, I said, oh, she's nervous. She was a little nervous. Throat was a little dry. She needed some water, but that comes from nerves. And I can see like the adrenaline and all, like I can see all of that. And there was a couple of moments where, you know, yes, she did her thing, but we're judging her, grading her based on a student that should be in special ed class. You don't judge a student in a classroom and he should be in special ed. He should be, versus her. So I'm going to give her a B minus. I'm a hard grader, but you don't grade a person based on, you know, the other person in the room. You grade them based on their potential. And I've seen her at the Senate Judiciary hearings, and I've seen her. There's so many clips of her in her AG position and prosecutorial, and you know, like there are so many times that you see, and there's a level of confidence. This was daunting. You didn't know what you were going to get. You know that the guy was going to come out and sling mud, as we talked about yesterday, because mud is a pig's favorite place to be. He's happy in the mud, right? So she prepared. I knew she was prepared, but there were some moments like the, you know, what we were just talking about, where you could have just rapid fire, bop, 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 bop. There was a lot of meandering around, especially reproductive rights. The storytelling we've heard before. Some things didn't need to be so repetitive. You said it. The counter punches, but where she was excellent, where I would give her a high mark, is in the setup. Her setup game was nasty. She baited the F out of him. The whole crowd thing, I'm going to invite you, and I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to invite you to go to one of his rallies, and you'll see. Oh, you got the clips, Miz? This was when I was like, oh, he's going to be stuck on this the whole night. And he was. Play it, Miz.
And I'll tell you something, he's going to talk about immigration a lot tonight, even when it's not the subject that is being raised. And I'm going to actually do something really unusual, and I'm going to invite you to attend one of Donald Trump's rallies, because it's a really interesting thing to watch. You will see during the course of his rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter. He will talk about windmills cause cancer. And what you will also notice is that people start leaving his rallies early out of exhaustion and boredom. And I will tell you, the one thing you will not hear him talk about is you. You will not hear him talk about your needs, your dreams, and your desires. And I'll tell you, I believe you deserve a president who actually puts you first, and I pledge to you that I will.
President Trump, on that point, I want to get your response.
Well, I would like to respond.
Let me just ask, though, why did you try to kill that bill, and successfully so? That would have put thousands of additional agents and officers on the border.
First, let me respond as to the
Please.
rallies. She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. And the people that do go, she's bussing them in and paying them to be there, and then showing them in a different light. So she can't talk about that. People don't leave my rallies. We have the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics.
I said, got him. Got him. At that point, I was like, the whole rest of the debate, he's going to be thinking about how I'm going to get back to this crowd size and convince people that people show up. And as she did that at least 3 times, it was this crowd size. Oh, with him being a weak leader, I said, oh, yeah. The setup game was A+. The baiting, baby, yes, you did that. You did that. 866-801-8255. But that's also preparation. That line was prepared. He was prepared in a different way. Now we know Tulsi Gabbard and Laura Looney, whatever the hell her name is, they helped him. Looney, what's her name, Smith? Loomer? Okay, that's what you say. They supposedly did debate prep because, you know, Tulsi Gabbard was so great. She was so great. So brilliant. But you couldn't prep him because as soon as somebody talked about crowd size, he was going, this is like a cat with the damn ball. Those of you who have cats, we're going to keep the cat theme going. He couldn't get off of it. And when she called him weak, she hit him right in the solar plexus. Boom. Where I felt like she could have done more was rapid fire her positions, not just, you know, fracking and this and that, and whether she answered the question. Fracking's not on my top 10 things to care about. Me personally, maybe I should care more about fracking. I don't. But where she could have really, you know, with the child tax credit, she didn't. I don't even think she mentioned that. That was important. Like there was. She's got a whole page, which I've gone to, and let me say this. There is a page that when you type in Kamala Harris's policies, that is not her page. I did that last night. I was, you know, on social media just really quickly. Somebody was like, she didn't have any policies. I haven't seen it. It's still not on her page. And I was like, here you go. And there was another page. And I said, oh my goodness. I didn't even read it because it had Harris Walls 2024. I was like, okay, this must be it. Somebody has gone to the trouble of putting up a whole page with her image and likeness and her supposed platform, but it's the exact opposite of what her platform is. So go to KamalaHarris.com, KamalaHarris.com, Kamala, Kamala, Harris.com, and then click on issues. You click on issues, and on that page is a new way forward. And it's all of her policies. Cut taxes for middle-class families, make rent more affordable and home ownership more attainable. And this is how they're doing it. Grow small businesses and invest in entrepreneurs. That's the $50,000 tax credit that you get when you're starting a new business. Strengthen and bring down the cost of healthcare. We need that. And we know that Biden-Harris also added mental health into Obamacare. Project and strengthen Social Security. That is definitely weak right now. Support American innovation and workers. And this is what was not here, which I wish. Build Back Better actually needs to get implemented. You know, like we need the Biden-Harris energy to keep going, because from broadband to bridges and tunnels and roads, some of y'all are living in these cities that have crumbling infrastructure. That Build Back Better is going to actually, but it's going to take a couple, 3-4 years to come to fruition. Every place it's supposed to happen. We need to see that. We don't want to hand that over to this guy. Lower energy costs and tackle the climate crisis, invest in affordable child care and long-term care. All of these things are important. Education, provide a pathway to middle class through quality, affordable education. And then on this page, she also has Trump's Project 2025, which he denied having anything to do with. I don't even know if we have that clip, but he denied having anything to do with Project 2025, which is an absolute lie. It's a lie.
My days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow, but my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you, you give me something to believe in, just what I needed. You're the closest.